Welcome to lesson 2 of the Smart Study Guide. Today we'll dive deeper on how to identify, categorize, and apply the right technique to digest information. We will explore advanced techniques that make learning stick, from active recall to mind mapping. We'll learn practical strategies to retain information longer and apply it effectively. Are you ready to become a pro? Let's get started. We can categorize information into 3 different groups. Number 1, algorithmic or procedural information. Number 2, based on fact or factual information. And number 3, conceptual information. So how do we identify and digest these 3 different types of information? Let's start with algorithmic or procedural information.
What is algorithmic information? Algorithmic information, often referred to as procedural information, outlines the how of a task, providing step-by-step instructions or processes. It's often structured in sequence, guiding you through actions or solutions. Think of it as a recipe for a dish or a blueprint for building a house. It outlines the specific steps and techniques needed to achieve a desired outcome. From learning to play a musical instrument to coding a computer program, algorithmic information is crucial for acquiring new skills and knowledge.
For procedural knowledge, practice is the key. The best way to ensure it sticks is by practicing almost immediately after you learn. Next up, based on fact or factual information.
This type of information is grounded in reality and supported by evidence. Factual information is the bedrock of knowledge. It provides specific, verifiable details or data points, answering questions like what, who, when, or where. This type of information is concrete and measurable.
For factual information, we employ the use of storage, active recall, and mnemonic devices. Storage involves taking note of information as soon as it is identified. You can use flashcards or a notebook to capture key details. The sooner you capture the information, the better your chances of retaining it. Now, active recall, which is one of the best ways to study, by the way, means instead of just passively reading notes, test yourself. For example, after you watch this tutorial, you can attempt to explain it via a written note or explain it to yourself or someone else using your own choice of words. This strengthens your brain's neural connections. You can also pair this active recall with spaced repetition. The other technique, which is mnemonic devices, is a type of technique that helps you remember information more easily. Mnemonic devices work by associating information with something you already know, which makes it easier to recall. Here are some common types of mnemonic devices. Acronyms. Acronyms means you create a word from the first letter of a list of words to remember a phrase or a key sentence. For example, a name, Roy G. Biv, for the colors of the rainbow. Roy G. Biv. R on Roy stands for red. O stands for orange. Yellow stands for Y. Then G stands for green. B stands for blue. Then the I in the Biv stands for indigo. And V stands for violet. So once you remember the name Roy G. Biv, automatically you can recall all the colors of the rainbow. Another type of mnemonic device is called acrostics. Acrostics involve forming sentence or a phrase from the first letters of a list of words. For example, my very eyes may just see under 9 planets. This acrostic can be used to remember all the 9 planets. I think it's now known to be 8. My can be used to recall Mercury. Very can be used to recall Venus. Eyes may stand for Earth. May stands for Mars. Just stands for Jupiter. C stands for Sultan. Under represents Uranus. 9 stands for Neptune. Planet, we can say for Pluto. All the names of the 8 planets were captured in that acrostic phrase. Another mnemonic device is rhymes and songs. Creating rhymes or songs can help you remember information. It's a similar technique they use in nursery rhymes and in school. By using mnemonic devices, you can improve your memory and make learning more fun and effective. Finally, the third type of information, conceptual information.
Conceptual information is about grasping the why and how behind things, not just the what. It's the difference between knowing that Paris is the capital of France, a fact, and understanding the concept of a capital city, a central hub of government and culture. Think of it as the framework that connects individual pieces of information. Instead of memorizing steps or definitions, conceptual understanding lets you see the bigger picture. It's about recognizing patterns and principles that apply across different situations. For example, the idea that supply and demand influence prices isn't just about one specific market. It's a general economic principle. You can spot conceptual information by the language used. Words like theory, principle, cause and effect, or relationship are often clues. It's that aha moment when you realize how things connect, like understanding how friction affects motion or how scarcity drives competition. Essentially, it's the glue that holds your knowledge together, allowing you to reason and problem solve, not just recall facts. For conceptual information, we employ the techniques of critique and mind mapping. Critique. This involves questioning the information. Ask yourself questions such as, what is the main idea here? Or, how does this connect to other ideas? How does it relate to what you already know? What are the implications and potential drawbacks? For example, when learning about a new theory, ask yourself how it differs from existing theories or how it can be applied to real-world problems. By asking questions while consuming conceptual information, we activate our brains. During the process of critiquing, we actively engage our minds and react to the information received. By doing so, we create synaptic connections that transform external information into active memory. Mind mapping. This is a visual technique used to organize information and ideas in a nonlinear way. It's a powerful tool for learning and studying because it helps you in 5 ways. 1. Visualize information. By creating a visual representation of your thoughts, you can better understand and remember information. 2. Identify relationships. Mind maps help you see connections between different ideas and concepts. 3. Stimulate creativity. The visual nature of mind maps can spark new ideas and insights. 4. Improve focus and concentration. By breaking down complex information into smaller, more manageable chunks, mind mapping can help you stay focused and avoid information overload. 5. Enhance memory. Visualizing information can improve memory recall and retention. How to create a mind map? 1. Start with a central idea. Place the main topic or idea in the center of your page. 2. Add branches. Draw lines radiating from the central idea to represent main subtopics. 3. Add sub-branches. From each main branch, add smaller branches for more specific details. 4. Use keywords and images. Use keywords and images to represent ideas and concepts. 5. Use color and different fonts. Use color and different fonts to highlight important information and create a visually appealing mind map. Let's break this down. Use flashcards to store and rehearse key facts. Apply mnemonics to make memorization easier, like Roy G. 5 for the colors of the rainbow. Practice immediately after learning new skills to strengthen your memory. Critique new concepts and use mind maps for concepts.